It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's a top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from L.A. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
And that tackle stops him after a solid game. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Plowing up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Hits him on the out route. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback.
And he gets in, touchdown! the Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Crowder with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at the Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly. The way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. And hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
Herbert from the gun. Has his man. That's their rookie from Penn State. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. This ball's caught by Palmer. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs 17-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Brought in close to the 8. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a...
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd goal. Herbert now, blitz coming. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. the Chargers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Dicker tacks down the extra point. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
From the 38. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Another throw for Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. You've got a man in motion. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. Brushes him off with ease. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Prime connected with Xavier Worthy there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Putting the tight end in motion. Has some room to work. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Again, Mahomes to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Crowder with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 4. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense team...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Throwing this back in the end zone. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Crowder with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense. Kate, now gotta try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 35-yard line.
Herbert now off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Brought in right side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running right with Mitchell. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call. Now Herbert to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up an LA first down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Mitchell again. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here. Man in motion out of the slot. They'll run here following the penalty. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play. Now need a handful more. 5 yards on 2nd and goal. Again, this is Mitchell. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers trying to make some noise before halftime. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now here he goes. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
A final throw before the break. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we're at halftime with one side enjoying a pretty decent 10-point advantage. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in Denver, where you see the final score there. T. Higgins, well over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. A.T. Perry, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Josh Allen, over 300 yards passing in the victory with a couple of touchdown passes as well. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Crowder with a return here. And look at this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Chargers and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Herbert on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Mitchell up the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. An extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw Mahomes. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're left with 4th and short. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Mitchell on the carry. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's a lot of trust you're putting in the guy who's known for shortening necks. These fullbacks are not relied to go get you distances like that, but he was up for the challenge.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. His ball's cut by Palmer. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Herbert. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Plowing up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Herbert now. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Going ground game again here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers bring it back to even. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Another throw for Mahomes. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Mahomes to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd down now, 7 to go. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's tackled for no gain. Third and just 2 to go. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
And the first down.
Mahomes. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. Slot receiver headed left. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He smartly won't risk something here, just chucks it away. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Trying again, following the sack. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Chargers take possession. They'll run here on first down. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he crashes into a wall and only gets back to the line of scrimmage. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on third down. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
They're out now, ready to punt it. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running it after the penalty. And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chiefs leading by 7. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They send the tight end in motion left. He's back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. He'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Crowder with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. And that's completed right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Trying to set this up quick. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.